Welcome to Course 4, Foundation, Certified Supply Chain Professional, CSCP, course, by SPAO Academy. Topic 1. Supply Chains, Demand Management, and Forecasting. Section 2. Demand Analysis and Patterns. Lesson 2. Demand Patterns and Analysis. Lesson 03. Demand Segmentation. This lesson introduces the concept of demand segmentation. While analyzing aggregate demand is useful, it often hides crucial details. Students will learn how to break down total demand into meaningful categories, segments, based on factors like geography, customer type, or product family. The goal is to understand how segmentation allows for more accurate analysis and responsive supply chain planning. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define demand segmentation and explain its purpose in supply chain management. Differentiate between common bases for segmentation: geographic, demographic, behavioral, product-based. Explain why forecasting at an aggregate level can be misleading compared to segmented forecasts. Identify the benefits of segmentation for inventory management and customer service. 1. Introduction. The problem with lumpy data. In the previous lesson, we looked at analyzing demand patterns. We discussed how demand can show trends, seasonality, and cycles. But imagine you are the supply chain manager for a national retail company. You look at the total sales data for the entire country last month, and it looks perfectly stable. It's a flat line. Is this useful information? Not really. While total sales were stable, that stability might hide two very different realities. Region A. Sales are booming and growing 10% month over month. Region B. Sales are collapsing due to a new competitor. If you only look at the total demand, you won't see the need to rush inventory to Region A or discount inventory in Region B. This is why we need demand segmentation. 2. What is demand segmentation? Demand segmentation is the process of dividing a broad customer or product base into subgroups, segments, based on some defined characteristic or similarity. The core idea is simple. Not all demand is the same. Different types of customers buy for different reasons, and different products are used in different ways. Treating them all the same leads to inefficiency. 3. Bases for segmentation. How do we decide how to split the demand? There are several common approaches. Geographic segmentation, dividing demand by location. Examples: country, region, East Coast versus West Coast, urban versus rural, climate zones, e.g., snowblowers sell in the north, not the south. Customer, channel segmentation, dividing demand by who is buying. Examples: business to business, B2B, versus business to consumer, B2C, wholesale versus retail versus direct to consumer, DTC, new customers versus returning customers. Product-based segmentation, dividing demand by the characteristics of the item. Examples: product category, electronics versus clothing, brand, store brand versus national brand, profit margin, high margin items versus low margin items. Behavioral, purchase pattern segmentation, dividing demand by how customers behave. Examples: lumpy demand, purchased infrequently in large batches, versus smooth demand, purchased regularly, promotional demand, driven by a sale, versus baseline demand, normal daily sales. 4. Why segment? The need for differentiated strategies. Once you have segmented the demand, you can manage it more effectively. A one-size-fits-all approach to forecasting and inventory fails. Segmentation allows for a differentiated strategy. Let's look at a practical example for a company that sells both laptops and printer paper. Segment: laptops. Demand characteristic: high value, volatile demand, short product lifecycle, due to technology changes, long supplier lead times. Appropriate supply chain strategy: forecast focus. Use qualitative judgment and track market trends closely. Inventory strategy: hold safety stock to protect against stockouts, as lost sales are very costly. Printer paper: low value, stable demand, long product lifecycle, short replenishment lead time. Forecast focus: use simple quantitative methods, like moving averages, on historical data. Inventory strategy: minimize inventory. Rely on frequent, small replenishment orders. If you average the demand for laptops and paper together, you would get a medium volatility product that doesn't exist. You would likely end up with too much paper, wasting money on storage, and not enough laptops, losing sales. 5. The hierarchy of segmentation. It's also important to understand that segmentation exists at different levels. Forecasting often follows a hierarchical structure. Stock-keeping unit, SKU, level. The most specific level, e.g., a men's large blue Nike dry fit t-shirt. Product family level. A group of related SKUs, e.g., all Nike men's athletic wear. Category level, e.g., all athletic apparel. Total company level, e.g., total sales. The insight. Forecasting is generally more accurate at the aggregate level, total company, but must be executed at the detailed level, SKU, to fulfill customer orders. Demand segmentation helps bridge this gap. You forecast the trend for the product family, but you use that information to plan inventory for the specific SKUs within that family. 6. Summary. Demand segmentation is a critical step in moving from raw data to actionable intelligence. By breaking down total demand into logical groups, you can see the true picture, uncover trends hidden in aggregate data, improve forecast accuracy, tailor forecasting methods to the specific behavior of each segment, optimize inventory, hold the right amount of stock for the right reasons, serve customers better, ensure product availability for your most important segments. Key takeaway. Before you can predict the future, you must first understand the different components that make up your current demand. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your like means the world to us and helps this channel grow so we can continue bringing you great content. Thanks again, and see you on the next video.